Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. I was actually doing this card on my account. I'm like 2 games off, but my boy did get it earlier, so we're going to go ahead and review it on his account because, as you guys know, I like to make the Liga NOS players. I actually have all of these guys on my team too, so there's definitely something really cool that we could work with in the squad, except for Jetson. Jetson's a little bit questionable in this game. If he had like 1 or 2 upgrades, he'd be pretty nice. But in regards to the gameplay objective card, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a card that is actually pretty solid if you give him the Shadow Chemistry style. Now, on my boy's account, I'll definitely not give him the Shadow Chemistry style because Shadow Chemistry style is a very, very expensive card right now. But we'll be able to see whether or not his aggression, chasing after players and whatnot, is a beneficial thing, because regardless, you would give him the Shadow just because of his pace being low, right? So, we are looking at a card that is 6'2" with high medium work rates, left-footed with 2-star, 2-star capabilities and skill moves and a weak foot. So him being left-footed, I would personally love to use this card in the left center back position just because of these, just because of mostly the outside passes to the fullbacks. You know, the outside passes that people like to make, right? Stuff like that, I feel like is why I'd like to have him there. But it really depends. Sometimes switching your center backs in game to the play style of your opponent is actually a really smart thing to do. In regards to traits, he has injury prone. God knows why that is a trait in FIFA. You could take a look at his pace and see that it is 74 acceleration with 80 sprint speed. He does have physical capabilities, and he also has 80 aggression. So obviously, guys, if you give him the Shadow Chemistry style boost and you can boost his 74 acceleration to an 89 and his sprint speed to a 90, I think that would be the most beneficial thing to give this card, because the pace is obviously really needed. If you play your tactics from defense on balanced tactics and it's not too high up, 89 acceleration with 90 sprint speed is actually really nice, because obviously he's going to be a big guy in game. He's going to have the physical presence in game with 97 strength, 87 stamina as well. So it's pretty nice. He is a pretty tall dude at 6'2", like not like crazy tall, but like for a center back, it's pretty decent. He is a high medium work rate full center back as well. So because he is high medium work rated, again, another big reason why you need to give him a shout out, because if he's ever aggressive in any of the defensive plays, he obviously needs to be able to track back into position really quickly, right? So in regards to shooting presence, doesn't really have much of a shooting presence, but he does have shot power and long shot. So, you know, for the fun cons, it's always nice to have. He can pass the ball actually really nicely as well. Very important, the fact that he has 82 short passing and 85 long passing to be able to make those specific passes. Dribbling stats. Now, this is the thing that we're obviously going to try out with the card. I hope he doesn't feel like Chris Smalling in regards to transitioning left and right, because like I was telling you guys in the Witzel review, right? When I had Witzel's rare gold card, his agility and balance on that card wasn't even that good. But because he actually felt good himself in game to transition, it wasn't necessarily a big issue. Sometimes agility and balance is the biggest, it's not sometimes, most of the time it's the biggest reason why people don't move left and right really nicely, especially because of the balance between that and the acceleration. But sometimes it's because the player is just not going to do it. Like Chris Smalling is kind of like a sluggish player. Like he's going to do that, right? But a big thing with this card that also exists on it is the fact that it has 99 composure. So that in the defensive areas is going to be very important. Now, the 74 acceleration and 80 sprint speed as base card stats, if you're not necessarily manually defending with him, it's more about, you know, making sure that he's not caught out of position. If you aggressively push forward, you need to be able to come back. So it's very important that you give him the Shadow Chemistry style. You would also be increasing his defensive stats to be essentially perfect, right? Which is the ideal situation. So with this card, ladies and gentlemen, this is a team that we are going to be trying him in. Nice little Liga NOS team that my boy put together. He's a beast because he knows and watches all the reviews to the point where he kind of has an understanding of how the tactics should be in regards to him being in the team. You can see that he's in the center back position because he's a monster. So yeah, we're going to be trying him out in the 3-5-2. And we could try him in a fast build of constant pressure 1-2 with the 4-3-3. I think that'd definitely be an interesting one. But we do need to see how he moves off the ball. But the most important thing that I need to analyze with the card is his movement on the ball. Because if I can boost his acceleration myself, right, but he already transitions left and right good, then that's obviously like just a huge plus in regards to you being able to defend in certain situations. So I think the 3-5-2 is a good formation to test him out in. I think the 4 at the back with the 4-3-3 is good as well. I actually might just put him on pressure on heavy touch instead of that, and then we'll go ahead and put it, corners and free kicks we could set high. Fast build so we could just dip from my entire squadrons. And yeah, let's go and try him out with the pressure on heavy touch, see what he's like, and we'll basically go from there. I am trying to work towards getting all the Liga NOS players, guys. Obviously, I need to get the cards myself because people don't really have as much interest as I do in regards to the cards. So, yeah, I'm trying to make like 2 different teams, like an FC Porto past and present and a Liga NOS and Team of Season squad, right? So, yeah, just trying to work with those 2 squads because I already have like Battaglia, have Nakajima, Balassi, so cool little concepts we can work with over there. But for this review, let's go into a game and see how Mathieu plays. Alright guys, so let's get started with the 4-3-3 first, and let's take it from there. Alright, so no second man's press so far. He's in line with the other center back really nicely, so that's pretty decent. Marking the situation's pretty good. Marks that guy the entire time, which is really awesome too. So obviously defensive presence with this card is going to be noticeably good, which is great. Kind of moving off of Cannavaro a little differently as well. So no second man press here as well. Cannavaro with the block, actually. Really nice. I think Mathieu's definitely going to be a really usable card, guys, because his defensive stat increases have obviously been quite significant. So I think that with the Shadow Chemistry style is going to be an ideal situation. Because look at the way that he marks that one guy the entire time and then starts to go upwards a little bit here, right? So now, the important thing is having CDMs that can block the outside of the 18-yard box as you are defending with your back four the way that he is. Now, obviously, I'm not using the overpowered defensive tactics. That's completely broken and makes this game crap, but that's how we do it over here. We just want to see what his defensibility is like just by not using those really crappy tactics. And so far, it's not too bad, man. He doesn't even have the Shadow Chemistry style. His positioning right now is really good. So, obviously, if you want to be aggressive yourself, it's going to be a matter of seeing what's up with that. So I'm just going to hold L trigger right here. Not going to commit forward right there. He obviously tracks after the player really nicely, in all fairness to him. Alright, let's go see what his dribbling on the ball is like. My boy just scored like a random corner. Kind of like deflected to him here. Yeah, his dribbling's actually not bad. It's not bad. It's not like heavily emphasized, which is very important. Okay, so he starts tracking that one dude there, starts to make his way back into the center back position. So yeah, defensive ability is obviously very good, the card. Again, the Shadow Chemistry style can drastically improve it, which is really, really nice. I'm going to definitely have fun using this card in the team. Because I can get like Marcano and Mathieu in the same team, which would be really, really sick. Oh, fake shot, pass across. Yeah, so that's what I like. So you can see here in these situations, when I'm in this part right here, I want to be able to do stuff like that, right? Make that pass into the middle to the fullbacks. That's why I like having a left-footed player in that position, personally. Okay, so he's running really nicely off the ball-wise. Switch to him in this situation right here, actually. Those situations right there, once you see those oncoming runs, you definitely need to switch to the center back to defend those moments. There we go. His transitioning is actually really solid, guys. You can tell that he's slow because he doesn't have the shadow boost on the card, but he doesn't feel super sluggish in regards to movement, so that's very important. He doesn't feel like a Chris Smalling, right? So that's nice. This should be a good moment right here. The high-medium work rates doesn't seem to be affecting the card that much, in all fairness. High-medium seems perfectly fine for him. Like, he's just defending the way he should be defending. Almost seems like a medium-medium, if anything, right? Yeah, he doesn't feel sloppy. I like that. It's very important. I'm actually going to enjoy using that card once I get him on my main team. I just wanted him to not feel like Chris Smalling, right? Like, his acceleration to get into the play without the Shadow Chemistry style is already pretty solid because he doesn't feel like a sluggish player, so that's very important. Yeah, marks that player really quickly. Yeah, I like his positioning. It's pretty solid. Let's go. Great tackle right there on Cristiano Ronaldo. I love how I committed like a tackle and then he started to transition like really quickly. It's the smoothness of going left and right that's good with this card, right? So it's good, man. Jeremy Mathieu never really had a good card in FIFA. Like, even he used to have years where he would get like upgraded versions of his card and he was still just suck, but this card actually feels nice, man. So again, no second man press right here. Positions himself well. Rotation policy as well because of the fullback kind of overcoming. You can see even De Jong's kind of moving there as well. Little flick. Little body. Yeah, man. No acceleration boost on the card yet, boys. And he still defends like a monster. Let's go. Yeah, I love how he goes back into position quickly. Look. Look at his pace. See, the moment I switch to him, gets right into the play instantly. Nice, man. Nice. Good physical presence, man. He's a big guy in game, man. Really, really important, too. He has that strength, too, so, you know, up against someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, very nice he can get those balls. I just like that I don't have a shadow on him and he actually feels usable. Like, that actually makes me happy. Oh, good tackle right there, too. Unlucky with the possession-based aspect of it, but yeah, guys, he's pretty good, man. If you guys are like fans of the Liga NOS and whatnot, he's going to be such a usable center back. He actually might be better than Pepe, to be honest. He could potentially be better than Pepe, but how can he, right? FC Porto player? There's no way he could possibly be better than an FC Porto player. Let's be real right now. See the transitioning? I don't even have the shadow on this card, man. And he's playing it so well. Wow. The gameplay is pretty playable right now, so it could definitely have influenced it a little bit, but still like the way he's moving, man. He actually feels like he can run too. Like, you know when a player just feels like really sluggish and they just feel bad, even if it's just like running forward with like good pace? Like, he doesn't feel that way at all, man. There we go. That's perfect opportunity, actually. Nice. You see that? That quickness to be able to tackle. Well, it's not nice. I hate it, actually, but it's a FIFA mechanic. But it's that quickness of being able to tackle and then go back into the defensive play instantly that is a feature in regards to center backs behaving the way that they do. Nah, Jeremy Mathieu's all over you. He's actually so good, guys. He's actually so freaking good. Look at this card, man. He doesn't have the chemistry style on him. He's a beast. Oh my god, he got up instantly from that slide tackle too, man. Wow, well positioned again. Nice. Guys, he's a good center back, man. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Jeremy Mathieu card. I mean, dudes, he's actually really good in the game, man. He's really, really good. His I think it has to be reactions being at 98, ball control, dribbling. It has to be this stuff, composure at 99. Like, dudes, I didn't even have the shadow chemistry style on this card, and he was moving around like a freaking monster. And like, yeah, again, like Liga NOS, obviously I have favoritism, but I give you guys the reviews straight up like I usually do. And yo, man, he's freaking good in game, dude. Like, high medium work rates doesn't influence how bad he plays. Like, it's perfectly fine on this card. You give him a shadow chemistry style. Look at the acceleration sprint speed boost you give him, as well as the defensive stats to make him basically perfect at defending. Like, dudes, you're looking at a very, very good gameplay objective card. Like, you're also looking at French links, too. I'm gonna say it. I like this card more than I like Varane's card. I'm being so dead serious with you guys. You guys have no idea. This card's way better than Varane's card. People are gonna hate me for that, but like, dude, I didn't even have a chemistry style on this card, and he was running like a monster. His positioning was great. His defensive tackle choices were great. Like, he's a sick card, man. I like this card a lot. I'm very happy that he's good in game, to be honest with you guys, because if he sucked, I would have been disappointed. I would have used him anyways, but that's good, man. That's good that he's a sick card. Thank you guys so much for watching the review. I'll try to get more Liga NOS players for you guys. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.